Hello, my friends. How are you? I have to be honest, June has been rough. Ever since the video of George Floyd's murder was made public, it feels like a fog has been lifted on a lot of issues that I did not used to spend a lot of time thinking about. And yeah, since then, posting on social media in general has felt kind of pointless unless it's being used to amplify this very important human rights issue. Since May 25th, I've spent most of my spare time outside of work listening, learning, and sharing what I can. So throughout all of this, I suppose I lost my creative motivation, which is okay. Except suddenly I found myself at the end of June trying to drum up some inspiration for my July bullet journal. I decided on an ice cream theme and just kind of went from there. Not much more to that. Given how much I was struggling to come up with an idea this month, I'm just glad that I was able to focus on this and honestly just get it done. Instead of using my watercolor paints this month, I decided to use my gouache set. I think upon further research, I've learned that this isn't really the highest quality gouache set, which I was okay with when I bought it, but I'm not actually sure if I'm using it correctly, and I'm not actually sure if this is the best representation of gouache. So I feel like I'm basically just treating it like watercolor. Anyway, so all that to say is I'm still learning how to use this medium effectively. And yeah, that's okay. I've been using it a lot more often in my sketchbooks, and I've been enjoying it. So that's always good. So for this month, I thought it would be cute to draw a little ice cream or popsicle stand. The type of stand I would have loved to have managed as a kid, whether it was selling lemonade or freshly made popsicles. At the bottom of my tracker, I decided to use this quote that I found that came from Rachel Cargle. Rachel Cargle is a self-described public academic writer and lecturer. I've recently completed her Do the Work course and have been learning a lot through her regular posts on her Instagram account, which I will leave a little note on the screen if you want to check her out, which I recommend you do. And yeah, this quote came specifically from her Do the Work course, and I picked it because I think it's a great reminder of systemic racism, and it's something that I really want to keep in mind moving forward in my life. Instead of a gratitude log this month, I really wanted to create space to continue focusing on learning more about racial and social justice issues. Some days that might be reading an article and sharing it. Other days it might be signing a petition or donating to a cause. The point is that I don't feel like I'm not trying to set myself up for doing, huge things every day, because that's honestly unsustainable. I think for me, I really just want to treat this as a lifelong learning piece of my life that I want to keep going even after this whole topic stops trending. So I included this quote by Audre Lorde, who I found when I was just looking for some inspirational quotes, to be honest. And I really love this quote. And when I looked into her, I thought it was very fitting. So Audre Lorde is self-described as a Black lesbian mother, warrior, and poet. And if you have a chance, I recommend reading up on her life and also reading some of her poetry. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to make a conscious effort to continue listening, learning, and using my privilege to lift up others. And something I keep telling myself is, even though I sometimes feel afraid to speak up because I'm worried I'm going to say something wrong or say something stupid, I think it's important to just start the conversation and be okay with being wrong, because if you say something that's wrong, then at least you get to learn from it. And I think that's just something that's worth doing regardless of where you are in life. And it's something that I think that I've tried to do in other areas of my life, and this one is one that I want to put a little more effort into. Before I do the final flip through, I also want to say stay safe, because the pandemic is not over. I'm not sure where you are, but especially in Toronto, it's things are starting to open up, and I'm honestly feeling a little nervous about that. But please stay safe and take care of yourselves. And thank you for watching.